What's up? This is Matt Nix for KSU Owl Radio, reporting live for Warped Tour 2009. Joined here by Chris from Saosin. How are you doing, sir?
Fantastic.
That is great.
I'm going to abstain from any of the nicknames for Atlanta, Georgia.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So how is Saosin?
Fantastic. We are about to put a new record out.
I know, and I'm excited. Yay! Woo! New record, which is called?
In Search of Solid Ground. It comes out September 8th of 2009. And, we worked for the greater part of a year on it. Various producers. We self-produced 5 songs, mixed the whole record ourselves, did the album artwork ourselves, and here we are.
It's a very organic album. Really comes from the root of Saosin, if you would say.
Yeah, and, it's it took us a while to find out what that root was.
I like that. That was nice. So, I mean, producing an album, mixing it yourself, I mean, what is that like? I mean, that has to be different because you're kind of relying on your own gut and your own instinct to kind of guide the creation of the album. I mean, what was it like for you guys?
Completely nerve-wracking. I'm a bass player, so I'm the lowest on the totem pole as far as creative. No. I mean, whatever. I'm the backbone, but yeah, I'm like the...
Give yourself some credit here, Chris.
Well, I'm like the strong dad of the band.
There you go.
But when come time for producing, it's like, okay, you have to change this in your drumming because it doesn't complement this. And so for a drummer to accept that from a bass player is a little hard.
Right. I feel you. I mean, we kind of saw the direction you guys were going on the Gray EP and the way you're going now. Is there what kind of progression would you say between your last album and this album has occurred with you guys as a band and your songwriting?
I think the best description that I kind of figured out is that it's more exaggerated. We kind of left off from our last record instead of kind of denying the last record. It's customary for a lot of bands to do that. It's like if they reach any point of success, they tend to be like, well, that's not what we're really about. Right. And then they try and make the Beatles Sgt. Pepper 2, and it always screws up. So we wanted to make sure that we...
Panic at the Disco.
I won't... Whatever. And which I heard some of their new stuff.
It's actually not bad. I mean, I like it.
It's more... Let's dawn on Panic at the Disco for a second.
Yeah.
The thing with Panic at the Disco was it was a familiar setup and a familiar sounding structure, but there was like this weird tinge to it, and I think that was what was good about their record. Whether I like appreciated it or whatever, but that was what made that record good. And then when you kind of are a 19-year-old pretending you're John Lennon and Paul McCartney,
you're kind of like, well, come on.
Yeah. But I'm glad that they can reel it back in, and they figured out. And their singer is a talented.
He's
very,
amazing.
very
He's got a great range. So
he is an all-around good musician. Drummer,
fair enough.
Piano, bass, guitar.
I mean, I could say the same about Cove, though. I mean, great singer, great singer. So
Not a very good drummer. No.
I can imagine that.
Or bass player. Actually, he's actually pretty.
Is he good on bass?
Yeah, he plays the bass on the record.
Wow, really? What songs? I'm putting you on the spot here. I'm sorry.
I gotta. There's like working titles.
Yeah, I know.
He played on a song called "Bury Me."
Nice. Any songs from the Gray EP that are going to make it onto this album?
Yeah, all 3 of the actual songs. 2 of the songs we produced with Butch Walker from Atlanta fame.
Very
and
cool.
They didn't exactly come out entirely different. So when we were kind of going into recording the song Secrets, which is on the Gray EP, I produced it, and I said, the reason it was on the Gray EP was just a demo, so let's make it a real song. We beefed it up, and it came out awesome. It's the first track on our record. Stoked.
Cool. I mean, Lovemaker is such a sick song, too. I love that song.
Yeah, it came out good. I mean, we recorded it for real, and it's on the record, it's got, like, good-sounding tones and mixing and all that crap.
Well, you guys got a record coming out pretty soon. What's next for Saosin really after Warped Tour drops?
We're going to break up for sure.
I'm going to miss you guys. No, go.
And then
please.
We're going to have a
a Blink-182 kind of big reunion tour kind of thing.
We're doing
You're going to break it off. You're going to have a big public, outburst. You guys are going to have like 3 different new bands, and then one of you guys is going to get in a plane crash, and then you guys are going to come back together.
Exactly.
I can appreciate this.
Yeah.
All right. I like boat crashes.
You know what? I'm going to actually go with Animal
Wow, that's a whole new one.
Yeah.
How crazy of an animal? Are we talking like grizzly? I mean,
No, I
like
mean,
pack of
there's already
grizzlies?
movies out there about this stuff. I'm thinking more like
I mean, hit me. This.
hippos.
Wow, you're gonna go there. I don't think. Wow.
Yeah, most people don't know that a hippopotamus is one of the most deadly creatures in
I didn't know that either. So what? Basically, I'm following you on this one. One of the members of Saosin is going to go on a magical African safari. Going to get
find himself.
to
his
find
roots,
that's
which-
after the band breaks up,
Yeah,
and then they're going to have that introspective African safari moment. Get attacked by, I'm assuming, a pack of hippos.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna come back, with a blanket.
School of Hippos.
Yeah.
You learn something every day at Warped Tour.
And I'm gonna show up. It's gonna be world publicized. I'm gonna have my loincloth and my dashiki on,
Your dashiki.
and I'm gonna be, they're gonna.
Is it enchanted?
My 25-hour flight?
Do you have an enchanted dashiki?
No, it has yet to be blessed.
Wow. So hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you hanging out with us,
Nice to meet you.
dude.